So I have a friend, Bob, who does a lot, and I mean a lot, for the Wounded Warrior Project. I'm sure you've heard of it. I did before Bob even talked to me about it, but I guess I didn't know what it was really about until I went fishing. Sort of. You'll see. With retired Army specialist Steve Bohn. He's a kid who grew up in Salem and a kid who almost lost his life in Afghanistan. And now someone whose life has been totally changed because of Wounded Warriors in my Real People, Real Stories.
Now, when you're about to cast,
yeah,
let go of the line, so it goes.
The goal was for us to fish these Salem waters, but what was really caught was a true sense of patriotism and pride.
There you go.
Come on now.
You're a pro.
I had a little help.
I'm not too much of a pro myself.
Come on.
So I'm still learning.
You're not learning. I don't believe you for a minute.
1, 3. There we go.
Oh, yours was much better than mine.
Perfect. Now
How far out you are?
The waiting game. This is what fishing's all about. This is the adrenaline.
Wait, I don't like to wait.
The suspense.
No, this is the worst part.
Patience is a virtue.
Teach me.
Patience is a virtue.
Virtue is a grace. I know, my mother used to say that. I remember that saying, but you know what? I'm not good at it. All right, so we're going to wait.
Take a seat. See if we are lucky to catch anything. This gentleman's been here since 8 this morning, hasn't caught anything but a cold, so.
But a cold! And that long wait unraveled just an incredible story of a young man so moved by September 11th, so moved by the death of one of his friends from Swampscott in Iraq, that Steve joined the Army.
I served in the Army, active duty. My specialty was 11 Bravo. I was an infantryman with the 1st 506 Infantry Regiment, 101st Airborne Division, Fort Campbell, Kentucky.
Steve deployed to Afghanistan back in 2008. He wanted, he needed to serve our country. It wasn't easy. War never is.
Heads up, there's shrapnel inbound, shrapnel inbound.
That's something I don't wish on my worst enemy. I really don't.
Sorry.
War's not pretty.
Steve had just finished 8 hours of guard duty. He went back to his outpost to try and get some sleep. And that's when a suicide bomber in a dump truck packed with thousands of pounds of explosives pulled up. It went off right in front of Steve. And this is what happened to him.
They had to reconstruct my bladder with my small intestine. Had multiple lower lumbar spinal surgeries, which messes with my nerves a lot, which, you know, I can't really complain though. I have all my limbs.
He was also diagnosed with traumatic brain injury, but that's not what Steve thinks about. It's what happened to his friends, and that tells you everything you need to know about this wounded warrior.
I look over here and I see this.
Yeah.
Tell me what this is.
My friends that were killed in action in Afghanistan. First Lieutenant Don Carlisle and Specialist Paul Conlon. Him and I were, you know, pretty much the only guys from Massachusetts. He was from Mashpee. 3 months before I got injured, he was killed in action by an IED. That's stuff you gotta live with the rest of your life and learn coping skills. I still have survivor's guilt. Like, I don't expect anybody who hasn't been there to understand, but I wouldn't go on events with Wounded Warrior Project for a while, and until someone came up to me, it was like, put things in perspective. They're like, you know, you're living for them. You're out there to keep their memory alive, and that put a lot in perspective for me. I'm alive and go. Just gotta treat every day like it's your last. You know, you learn to appreciate a lot of things.
See, that's why I'm talking to you, because despite everything that you've been through, you seem to continue to have that attitude.
I wasn't that way at first, until Wounded Warrior Project really, you know, got involved in my life. I tell everyone all the time, they saved my life. I probably wouldn't, you know, be here if it wasn't for them.
And now it's Steve's turn to help others through Wounded Warriors, an incredible project where their mission is simply to honor and empower wounded warriors. That's Steve's mission now, that and fishing and cooking and taking care of his niece, Michaela.
I mean, I still have my moments. Obviously, I have my good days and my bad days. But like I said, I get my niece, Michaela, she's a reason why I keep...
Come on in the shot. Come on, Michaela. Here's your cue. Here's your cue. Yay!
She's one of the big reasons why I just wake up every day and I continue on. You know, it's for her, it's for my friends, it's for my coworkers. People either go two ways, either let it destroy their life even more, or they strive and try to, you know, persevere and just live life to the fullest. I think I'd rather take that option any day.
I think you're doing it in a great way.
I try.
Do you have eyes underneath those glasses?
I do.
Yeah,
Want to take them off?
Yeah. Hey, there it is.
It's sunny though.
Please, I'm over here squinting. You can squint.
Yeah, but you're tan. It doesn't reflect more.
I'm not tan, I'm Greek.
It reflects more off my skin because I'm pale.
Oh, please.
Right?
The laughter is coming easy for Steve now, but he never forgets, and maybe that's why he appreciates so much now.
We're getting nothing on these polls here. Nothing. How patient do we have to be?
Very patient.
How patient is very patient?
Sometimes you'll be here 6-7 hours.
I
and
have
get
to go back and do a newscast. This is not going to happen. We did catch something.
Oh, you got some seaweed. Still got your bait though.
See, I was patient and look what I got.
Can boil it with some lemon juice.
I
and
love
some
seaweed.
capers and stuff.
Throw some raw tuna on that.
Oh, yeah.
Come on now. How good is that?
You can sear it.
Chop that up. Hey, you're the chef, my dear. Better than a shark, right? I had a lot of fun with Steve, just a great guy. He is once again participating in the annual Soldier Ride in Boston next Saturday. No, it's not next Saturday, September 27th, on behalf of the Wounded Warrior Project. They call it Rehab Through Cycling. Thousands of active duty military veterans and their families, they cycle either a 30-mile or a 60-mile route just to raise awareness, helping to give all wounded warriors like Steve more independence and quality of life. By the way, Steve works for U.S. Pavement. It's a place that pledges to hire veterans, and he's thrown out the first pitch at things. He's been at the Bruins games. He's testified before Congress. His story just goes on and on. The ride, back to the ride, it begins and finishes in Concord, Massachusetts. You want to join or support Steve on this ride? It's simple. Visit soldierride.org, or you can visit the great group, woundedwarriorproject.org.
And we thank Steve for his service as well.